In spring 2015, Greenvision Energy were appointed by Boston Mayflower to review the current heating systems in 2 of their properties and to provide a solution to the high fuel costs and inefficient heating. Greenvision visited the tenants to get an understanding of the issues and problems they faced so we could provide them with the best solution for their needs. The tenants both had very old storage heaters installed and experienced the following problems. There was no control over the heat output. More expensive top-up heating was used in the evenings. There was prepayment meter debts and expensive energy tariffs in place.
What was your old heating system like before we installed the new one?
It's a very old one, evidently it was at least 20 years old. It had no controls on it.
Okay.
So you just sort of switched it on and
that was
hope for the best sort of.
Right.
It was an old storage heating system and it was very insufficient to run and very expensive. It was like you used to see condensation when you were speaking.
Really?
Yeah.
That water vapour?
It was that bad, and I also developed, over 6 years I think it was, I developed rainouts in my hands and feet.
Goodness me.
Because of it.
So the heating system was having not
only
your cold, it was having an impact on your health as well.
Severe, and asthma and bronchial asthmatic.
Greenvision installed a combination of Dimplex quantum storage heaters in the main areas, Dimplex QRAD heaters in the bedroom, Dimplex towel rails in the bathroom, and Dimplex water cylinders for their hot water needs. 6 months later, we asked the tenants how they were finding the new heating systems.
And have you found actually setting the heaters up themselves?
Once it's explained, once you do it a few times, it's quite easy, yeah, even for someone with my brain capacity.
What kind of savings did you get to roughly with the new heating system over the old one?
About 25%, wasn't it? Maybe a little bit more.
Right, fantastic. Yeah. So the new heating system then that we installed, what were the benefits of that then?
Financial, less than half now. It was £56 a week at one point on the other one, and it's about £25 now.
Goodness me.
They look amazing. They look modern, so it's totally transformed how you can do your room. And the health, my hands are fantastic now, my feet are fantastic, it's helped the circulation.
Have you? What about the control? Were they easy to program?
Super simple.
Really?
Yeah,
right.
And I have cognitive problems and I found them really simple.
And if there was one thing that you would say about Boston Mayflower, Greenvision, in terms of how they conducted themselves and handled themselves, what would that
Very
be?
efficiently, yeah. Very efficiently, easily to explain to you, you know.
The actual installation was incredible. It just happened. It was so fast, it was simple. I knew what was going on. It was really quick. It was a swift move from one thing to another. And there was no problems.
Okay.
No problems at all.
So, what are the additional benefits of this heating system for the housing provider?
What problems did the old systems have for the 2 pilot addresses? From the point of view of the bungalow accommodation, the SAP rating there was 57.55. It is now 70.05. It will probably increase by a further 2 points based on the SAP rating database we've currently got, which doesn't have or contain Dimplex as their list of options, but the new release will have, and that will be in place by Christmas of this year. In terms of the 3-bedroom property, that had a SAP rating of 67.75 and has gone up to 70.05 again. And again, that suffers with the same issues in reference to the database. So once that's cleansed, it will be nearer 70, 73, 74. So I would argue from the point of view of the systems, a SAP rating, which we have a corporate target of 73, will be achieved for both of those property types, which is a payback. From the organisation's perspective, in terms of the tenants or the benefits to the tenants, I think they are numerous, and I would argue they range from affordability in terms of the tenants using the systems far longer, but actually saving money. The 2 systems have also had the solar thermal cylinders already installed, and in terms of our corporate decisions moving forward, we will be looking at installing solar thermal / PV which means we as an organisation has a saving, and from the tenant's perspective, they'll have an additional saving in terms of hot water moving forward, I would imagine towards the end of this year, early next year, and clearly electricity following on thereafter. We've managed to consult with a couple of our tenants. We've actually spoken to Greenvision, who have been very positive, very proactive, and very professional in their level of performance to us. And from my perspective, they've offered some additional add-ons in terms of training as and where it's appropriate to the tenants fundamentally, but also to some staff, and clearly project management. I think for me, this is the beginning of something far bigger.
We have evidence from mental health social worker that her health has improved vastly since before she had the heating. She's now able to participate in their programmes where before they couldn't even put her on these programmes because she wasn't fit to participate. She's now participating and improving month on month.